I suffered quite a lot with being bullied when I was quite young, and
Yeah.
wrestling was where I went. It was my safe space that I went home to, and I watched
Yeah.
old wrestling. I'd often dive back into like early 1991 shows and just kind of relive WrestleManias that I loved. But it was interesting. There was a brief period where maybe around 1995 when wrestling was probably at its least cool. Like, remember
Yeah.
the dark days of WWF? And I stayed as a fan. I remember getting bullied mercilessly during that period for liking WWF when I was about 11 years old. And then two
Right.
years later, all of those same kids that had bullied me were suddenly wearing Austin 316 and Rock t-shirts. I'm like,
Yeah.
hang on a second, still wrestling.
Uh,
Just because you
Bandwagon
think it's called
fans.
out. Yeah, exactly. So no, I was there during the Mantar and TL Hopper days. I mean, I stuck with
Yeah.
that product, so
Yeah. It's funny
yeah.
you say that because, like, a lot of people are saying, like, the dark times of wrestling, like we talk about, like that 90, basically 93, 94, 95 era. But if you go back and watch some of those, like, manias and some of the matches that even WCW was putting on, I mean,
Mm.
those were times when, like, the Hollywood Blondes were running wild. I mean, there
Yep.
was a lot of good wrestling. I mean, not 96 when, Austin obviously changed the world of professional wrestling, but there was some, like, really good stuff going on and really good matches.
Yeah, there was. I think when it for dark times as much for characters. I mean, especially in WWF in 1995, when
Yeah.
every single character was like Bob Sparkplug Holly and Mantar
Yeah.
and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean,
Uh,
absolutely, and really, really formative years, and some of the biggest stars who would then define that whole Attitude Era. The likes of Steve Austin and Triple H and Mick Foley.
yeah.
All were really kind of making a name for himself during that 93 to 95 period. Great
Oh,
time to
yeah.
be a fan.
Definitely. Definitely. I still have a lot of VHS tapes and DVDs from a lot of those old times, man. It's just, it's really cool to go back and watch a lot of that stuff.